Consent agenda next by resolution. Want to table 10A3, the sale of equipment from the engineer's office till a further date. With that, I'll accept a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? This resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Magsman,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Next is proclamations. The resolution to proclaim the month of April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Morning.
Good.
Did you have a printout?
No, I don't have it printed out. I can pull my
Okay.
phone.
No. There's one in the file.
Okay.
Would you like it?
Yes, please. So should I read it? Do you read it?
If you
Sure,
want
you
to,
can read it.
Read it.
if you want to.
I'm Gwen Bramont-Hecker. I'm the Development Director at Riverview Center, and this is Alicia Smiley, who's our Iowa Program Director for Riverview Center. So the proclamation is for April as the month of sexual assault awareness. Whereas sexual assault affects individuals of any gender, race, culture, or socioeconomic background, and whereas in addition to the immediate physical and emotional costs, sexual assault may also have associated consequence as post-traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse, depression, homelessness, eating disorders, and suicide. Whereas sexual assault is devastating not only to the survivor, but also for the family and friends of the victim or survivor. And whereas since no one person, organization, agency, or community can eliminate sexual assault on their own, we must work together to educate our entire population about what can be done to prevent sexual assault, to support survivors and their families, as well as to support those agencies providing services to the survivors. The next part's for the chair. So you want to read that part?
I think she wants you
I think she
to
wants
read
you
it.
to read it.
Oh,
If he wants to read the
Sorry.
Now therefore, I, Craig White, Chair of Board of Blackhawk County Board of Supervisors, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2018 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and encourage all citizens to learn more about preventing violence. Thank you.
Is it possible to get a picture?
I'll first move to approve the resolution, and then we'll.
Second.
Moved and seconded. This resolution, please answer your name is called.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
yes.
Magsman,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Okay.
Picture?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just want to stand, or do we go stand behind?
You can stand behind Craig in the
Okay.
chair.
No.
There you go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is contracts and agreements. This is a resolution that the lowest reasonable bid received from V Construction Corporation, Cedar Falls, Iowa, for jail parking lot construction project with a bid of $580,542.33 be approved and direct the chair to sign for same, conditional to the receipt of certificate of insurance recommended by Rory Geving, Maintenance Superintendent.
So,
Second.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. Rory?
Good morning, Board. Roy Giving, Maintenance Superintendent. This is the one and only bid we did receive for the jail parking lot reconstruction. Careful, thorough review of this bid was performed by County Engineering Department and myself, reviewing quantities, making sure everything matched up. It is our recommendation that they do meet the specifications that were put out there, and we recommend approving.
Thank you, Rory. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any further discussion? This resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Magsman,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes, resolution adopted. This is a resolution that the lowest reasonable bid received from CGA, Cedar Falls, Iowa, for professional consultant services during the jail parking lot construction project with a bid of $34,500 be approved, and the chair to sign the contract conditional to the receipt of certificate of insurance as recommended by Rory Geving, Maintenance Superintendent.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Rory?
As indicated, this is for professional services with regards to the jail parking lot project. We did receive, sorry, that page. We did receive 5 proposals for this service. We used a grading scale when reviewing these proposals. Looking thoroughly through all of these, our recommendation is to go with CGA. They do fully meet the requirements that were laid out in the RFP. Although they are not the lowest bid, they are the best bid. The lowest bid, unfortunately, did not meet fully the requirements of the RFP. Just to give you a little background information on what this service will do for us, essentially, the RFP does call out for DOT specifications. Within those specifications, there are various studies that will need to be performed. Example, density, moisture testing, concrete density testing. This particular service or consulting company will be our eyes and ears for this project, making sure that the contractor is following the specifications as detailed throughout the project, providing us thorough documentation that everything is meted 100%.
Was there only one company lower than this one?
Yes.
What's the start date?
We have for the project a completion date of July 20th. We have a late start date of June 4th. We're hoping to have a pre-construction meeting set up for May 15th.
Will this company monitor the asbestos removal?
They won't necessarily, the asbestos abatement process is listed under the requirements for the contractor to handle. This company will, although, make sure that they are complying with that portion within their agreement. So they won't necessarily be doing the actual monitoring. That'll be on the contractor to make sure that that is completed. This consulting firm will be our checks and balances to make sure that that's happening.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions for Rory? This is a resolution. Please answer as your name is called.
Little,
Yes.
Magsman,
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
White,
Yes, resolution adopted. Next is a resolution that the lowest reasonable bid received from A&D Contracting LLC, New Hartford, Iowa, for sidewalk repairs for a bid of $46,500. Base bid plus alternate 1 be approved and the chair be directed to sign for same with conditional to the receipt of certificate of insurance as recommended by Rory Geving.
So moved.
Second.
Moving to second, any discussion? Rory, anything on this you want to say?
So the base bid and the alternate is all in the 46.5.
Yes. Okay, on this particular project, we reached out to several companies. We did offer a pre-bid meeting. We received 2 bids for this project. Low bid was A&D Contracting out of New Hartford. We did request references. We followed up on those references. Those came back positive. We did reach out to the City of Waterloo also on this company. Again, that feedback was positive. So our recommendation is to go with the low bid, and that is AD Contracting. The alternate that we identified in this project is the grassy area between the street and the sidewalk. What would happen is that area would get graded down and then reseeded with the hydro seed type 6 as indicated in SUDAS, which is a format basically used by several contractors. And it is type 6 seed is supposed to be more resilient to salt and sand that we use in our parking lot to control the ice. So that's why we chose to go that route. So that is the alternate price, and yes, that total amount includes that alternate.
Did they, is the bid broken down into the individual sites?
Yes, it is.
So we'll know what two sites, if I ask you what it costs for them, we'll know.
We asked for, in the proposal, we asked for unit pricing for all three various types of concrete. So what we would do if you asked for a particular site, say it was 100 square feet, we could go back to their unit pricing and essentially break out the cost that way.
Any other questions?
This does not include the Fifth Street sidewalk that's being affected by the removal of.
Right, Fifth Street adjacent to the jail parking lot, that is incorporated into that RFP specification. So no, this does not include that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. This resolution, please answer your name is called.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Leyland.
Yes.
Little.
Yes.
Magazine.
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. Other business. This is a resolution that the lowest responsive bid received from Astro Incorporated, Waterloo, Iowa, letting held March 20th, 2018 for project STPS CO007-148 SE7707 for HMA resurfacing on Zanetta Road from Hudson city limits to Grundy County line with a total bid of $1,047,486.40. Engineer's estimate was $1,002,380.47.
Move to approve.
Second?
Kathy?
Yeah, this was let by the DOT several weeks ago. We did have one bidder. Aspera was the low bidder. This is slightly over our engineer's estimate, possibly due to the fact that this is a federal aid project, so there are federal wages on this project that will have to be complied to by Aspro. And I would recommend that you accept this bid and we move ahead to signing a contract with Aspro.
Any further questions for Kathy? This resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Leyland.
Yes.
Little.
Yes.
Magazine.
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. This is a resolution that the lowest responsive bid received from Aspro Incorporated, letting held March 20th, 2018 for two tied HMA resurfacing projects, Elk Run Road from Donald Street to north to Dunkerton Road, and on Waverly Road from Cedar Falls city limits north to Janesville city
So
limits.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this? Kathy?
Yeah, so this was our other two asphalt resurfacing projects. We did tie them together, hopefully to get more competition. We only had the one bidder. Aspro, their prices are generally less than surrounding contractors here in Northeast Iowa, so I believe this is a good bid from Aspro. This will allow us, again, to move ahead and sign the contract with them. I would recommend that you accept this bid.
Any other questions? This resolution, please answer as your name is called.
Little.
Yes.
Magazine.
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Leyland.
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. C, this is a motion to authorize the chair to sign the fiscal year 2019 Iowa DOT secondary road budget and 5-year construction plan as recommended by Catherine Nicholas, County Engineer.
So moved.
Second. So the Code of Iowa does require us to submit our budget and our 5-year plan to the Iowa DOT by April 15th. I've gone over that plan with you at a recent work session and be happy to answer any questions, but your approval does allow us to submit this then.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. This resolution at the disposal of following county auditor records be authorized 1967 to 71 payroll year-to-date earnings and many others to follow.
So moved.
Second?
Moved to second. Any discussion on this item? Grant, you got anything you want to say on this?
These are some records that were damaged by a pipe leak in the basement. The leak is not a major one, and it's under control, but from what Rory tells me, it'll be a difficult one to fix, but like I say, it's under control. These records are old enough that they can be disposed of, and we have others that are of a similar age, and we'll probably be coming back to you with request for authorization to dispose of those as well.
Thank you. This resolution, please answer your name as called.
Magsman,
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
White.
Yes, resolution adopted. This is E. Motion to direct the county auditor advertise for a public hearing be held at 9:05 Tuesday, April 17th, boardroom 201, for a proposed ordinance number 77-202 for a request submitted by BMC Aggregates at east of 2530 McStay Road to rezone 75.72 acres from
So moved.
agricultural district to agricultural limited district.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. This motion direct the county auditor to advertise for a public hearing to be held at 9:07, April 17th, on a proposed ordinance number 77-203 for a request submitted by DS Development LLC at west of 7721 Winslow Road to rezone 22.28 acres from agricultural district to agricultural residential.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Motion to direct the county auditor advertise for a public hearing to be held at 9:09 Tuesday, April 17th, boardroom 201, proposed ordinance number 77-204 for a request submitted by John Rieger at 4343 and 4345 Sage Road, rezone 1.5 acres.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. It is now 9:38, and it is a hearing bid opening on the proposed Raymond Road storm sewer and drainage improvements and HMA paving project. Motion.
Motion received, place on file, proof, publication.
Second?
All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Motion to close the hearing after oral written comments are received. Any written comments?
No, sir.
Any oral comments?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Bids received, open and read. Bid deadline was 4 o'clock yesterday. We got one bid.
Yes, the one bid was received yesterday morning. This bid comes from Aspro Incorporated of Waterloo, Iowa. They have submitted the bid bond. Their bid is $164,920.81. 164,920.81.
Motion to place on file.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Any reports or information from the board?
I say that I authored a guest op-ed that appeared in yesterday's Courier about the importance of the IPERS program, both for us as a county, for maintaining and recruiting our quality workforce, but also just the economic impact that it has of the millions of dollars that it brings particularly to small businesses in our community and our necessity to make sure that the state legislature doesn't make moves to change it from a defined benefit to a defined contribution plan.
Anything
So do you
else?
have a plan of how we prevent them from doing that?
We replace them.
Sound plan.
Anything else to come before us? Entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, aye?